Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first digital web launch by Mercedes-Benz Malaysia. Today, we are proud to bring you not one, but three exciting new additions to the fast and exhilarating Mercedes-AMG family. My name is Hannah Tan, and I'll be keeping you company throughout the show. It is such a privilege to be able to journey with Mercedes-Benz through the different milestones over the years. Now, the world has faced an unprecedented time while affecting so many industries, including the automotive sector. Nevertheless, Mercedes-Benz is not backing down from working towards leading the market with a new normal and delivering its promise to giving the best innovation and best customer experience. So, for the first time in its history, Mercedes-Benz today will present these cars as a purely digital premiere. Now, the new generation Mercedes-AMG cars combine outstanding performance with spaciousness, practicality, comfort, and advanced pioneering technologies, connectivity, and a state-of-the-art infotainment system. We're very grateful that you chose to spend the afternoon with us. And if you're watching this, we want to give you an opportunity to interact with us. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comment box. And at the end of the presentation, we'll select a few to answer. Now, before we go into the big reveal, here with me today is the President and CEO of Mercedes-Benz Malaysia, Dr. Klaus Weidner. Dr. Weidner, thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute honor. Now, as Mercedes-Benz Malaysia returns to business, how is the current situation in Malaysia affecting Mercedes-Benz Malaysia?
Yeah, good afternoon, Hannah, and it's great to have you here in this
so
very
much.
special occasion which we are having today with the launch of our new AMG cars. Yeah, as you know, also Mercedes-Benz Malaysia was affected quite heavily by the lockdown and situation on the COVID-19 in the last 2 months. But we are very happy to be back in business. In beginning of May, we started up our workshops and also now our showrooms are open and we are also back to the office here. And it's great to see that also we can care for our customers in a different way. We did it also during this period, right? Keeping contact with the customers. So really going forward and continuing our strategy of caring for our customers in all the situations.
Brilliant. Mercedes-Benz is a company with illustrious history and success. So how is the brand pushing forward post-COVID-19?
We're definitely continuing our strategy, which is providing the best customer experience in all ways. So in this kind of situation, definitely digital touchpoints got much more important than before. So we're rolling out one or the other topics here in this regard. And this occasion today is definitely one of the things we're doing new. And I'm very happy and proud that we can stage this and really to connect with our customers also in a different way. We are heading to a seamless offline to online customer journey, customer experience. So also in our retail operations, we're looking definitely into providing much more experiences.
That's great to know. Could you tell us more about the launch today?
Well, we are very happy to launch the newest range of our AMG compact cars here in Malaysia, with 3 great new models, 2 hatchback A-classes. One is the A35 4MATIC, the other one is the A45S 4MATIC Plus, and as well the coupe, the CLA 45S 4MATIC Plus. And these great cars are a super combination of technology on the hardware side with engines, great performance, driving systems, and design, as well as on the software side, where they basically put everything in the package from the MBUX, the entertainment system, to the MMC, the Mercedes Me Connect, to give our customers a great combination of fun, performance, and sportiness.
Thank you so much, Dr. Weidner. Great to hear from you. Well, I personally am excited to see what else Mercedes-Benz has in store for us. For those of you who are watching, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comment box. And at the end of the presentation, we'll select a few to answer. Now, if you're excited, I'm excited. So here it goes. We welcome Michael Yop, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Mercedes-Benz Malaysia.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Yes, indeed, it's great to be back after this long COVID-19 break. And we are really happy to be back in business here at Mercedes-Benz Malaysia, as well as our dealer partners. Yep. And all of us, we are really ready to throttle throughout the rest of the year.
Brilliant. We can't wait to see what else Mercedes-Benz Malaysia has in store for us. And I'm sure you're very excited to share with us the powerful Mercedes AMG trio today.
Yes, Hannah, thank you very much. Yes, we are very excited to launch a jaw-dropping selection of compact Mercedes AMG sports cars. And it's 3 of them today. To my right, we have the AMG A35 Edition 1 hatchback. To the far left, which is your right side, we have the AMG A45 S Edition 1 hatchback. Yep. And as a first-time premiere in Malaysia, we have the new Mercedes AMG CLA S45S Coupe.
Wow. Could you tell us more about how these cars came about?
It all started with the premiere of the first Mercedes AMG A45 about 7 years ago. It was the first compact performance model from Mercedes AMG, our entrance into a new era. As an attractive entry-level model, the Mercedes AMG A45 has opened up further markets for AMG. The market segment for powerful sport compact cars continues to be a highly dynamic growth area. It allows us to reach out to new target groups, including younger customers. Then the lone A45 quickly evolved into a family of compact performance models to include the CLA and the GLA. This success has encouraged us to further expand our portfolio and place it on a broader footing.
This is where the A35 comes in. With the 306 horsepower and the performance-oriented setup, it kind of strikes the middle ground between the Mercedes A250 and the Mercedes AMG A45. And it's a perfect entry into the world of AMG driving performance. And the A35, which was previously already available as a sedan, is now also available as a hatchback model.
Excellent. Now, I heard that there are changes in these cars compared to its predecessors. What are we looking at?
Well, I mean, it's not just subtle changes, because when we designed, our designers and engineers started to work on these cars, it's basically they looked at every screw and turned it around. Yep. And really developed all the cars, chassis, engine, everything right from the scratch. The benchmark for the successors was actually quite high, and this is why our engineers couldn't just change and turn a few screws. They really had to develop the cars from bottom up, the chassis, powertrain, engine, everything, so they're really brand new engines. And now looking at the AMG A35, it's also an all-new 4-cylinder engine, which is tuned to AMG standards and now develops 306 horsepower and 400 Newton meters, so really offers a very dynamic driving performance. When talking about the A45, it's actually about an all-new engine. It's our M139 engine, which is most probably the most powerful 4-cylinder mass-produced engine in the world. With a staggering 421 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque, they offer acceleration from 0 to 100 in less than 4 seconds. That's really amazing performance.
Oh, sounds like it's built for a true sports car.
And when we actually take a look under the hood, you can see the most noticeable change. It's the reversed mounting position of the engine, which means the engine is rotated by 180 degrees. So that it takes less space up at the top and at the same time also allows for a flatter nose of the car. As you see now, the exhaust manifold and turbocharger are at the rear, whereas the intake system is at the front. This results to several advantages, particularly in terms of aerodynamics. The modified position allows for a flat, more aerodynamic front design, at the same time optimize the airflow in the engine compartment. The crankcase is made of light and highly stable solid aluminum, as proven in racing. And another example is the nanoslide coating, which reduces friction between the pistons and the cylinder walls. Nanoslide has also proven itself in our Formula One engines.
Sounds like it was built for a true sports car.
Yeah, that's for sure. The surge of power, the rush of adrenaline, it will definitely be a very wild ride once you get behind the steering wheel of this car. And the engines are manufactured by hand, according to our one engine, one man principle by our colleagues in Affalterbach. And for the power transfer of the two 45S are provided by the new AMG Speedshift DCT 8G dual clutch transmission, which also allows for a race start function. So it's very exciting to really get behind the wheel again here. And because of the high engine power, we also developed an all-new 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system,
Right.
which also offers some specific features. It increases traction even further and even allows for a drifting mode, which raises the fun factor when you drive the car.
Wow, that is quite the upgrade indeed. Now, all that performance must come from a great-looking car, and we all know that supercars are highly emotional cars. They're sporty, exciting, and incredibly sexy. So let's talk about the design. I'm sure a lot of AMG elements are incorporated into these compact car models.
Yes, Hannah, you're absolutely right. But let me first talk a little bit about the colors, because I think they're part of the design and they're also very beautiful.
Sure.
We have the A35 in denim blue. In the center, we have the CLA in Jupiter red. And probably the most stunning color for me is the sunbeam yellow on the AMG A45.
I'm with you on that.
But now, if we actually have a closer look at the car and the design cues, obviously, yes, we have a very aggressive front. And we see the A-type radiator grille with 12 vertical fins that we see here.
Yep.
We have the Jetwing so-called design front apron. We have huge air intakes.
Yep.
We have the power domes on the hood. And it's not only what we see outside, it's also form follows function. Actually, our engineers put in a wider front axle
Right.
under the car on the 45 models, which allows for a better lateral acceleration. So ultimately, all more fun to drive.
I'm in love. It's gorgeous.
Yes. And we can continue even further with the CLA 45 because it's also an all-new model. While it retains its coupe-like form, very elegant,
Yes.
with the wider AMG side skirts, it also pushes the car more visually to the ground
Yeah.
and gives a more sporting look and appeal.
Stunning. Everything looks like it's designed to create the closest possible link between man and machine. So the motto, form follows function, which you mentioned earlier, does it apply to the interior as well?
Yes, of course, it also applies to the interior. And if you have a closer look in the interior, I can also happily demonstrate to you. Now, if you have a closer look in the interior, we obviously have our AMG performance seats. In the interior, there's also our AMG Performance Sport steering wheel, which even has customizable buttons to control. And MBUX, we have two 12-inch screens where I can control at the touch of a button. And to conclude my presentation, obviously the most exciting part is when I start the engine at the push of a button. And that's pure adrenaline. Yeah, so now let me talk a little bit more about the AMG A45 as Edition 1 model. And the Edition 1 model is obviously a limited model, and it has some significant visual differences. It starts with the larger front splitter that we can see here.
Right.
We have also fins on the side. And let me also spend some time on these beautiful headlamps. Not only do they look gorgeous, they also provide superior technology, brilliant illumination at night.
Yes.
And since they are fully adaptable, they can also adjust to your driving conditions, full beam, partial full beam, and low beam, depending on your choice.
Exceptional.
If you have a further look to some of the other elements, the car also comes with a night package, which means here we can see the black mirror housing, and also the matte painted black aluminum wheels, which we here have a 19-inch 5 twin-spoke design, aero design, which also really complements the car beautifully.
Very sleek indeed.
Now, to conclude, I suggest let's move over to the A35.
Sure, after you.
Yeah, now let's have a look at the AMG A35 Edition 1, which is also as stunning as the two other cars that we have looked at before. And on this car, actually, I would only like to point out some of the Edition 1 features, which is here especially about the color. It's denim blue. And for me, the combination with this gold-pointed matte sheen multi-spoke rims, plus the gold decals, look really outstanding on this car as well.
Stunning. Everything looks like it's designed to create the closest possible link between man and machine.
Absolutely.
The motto which you mentioned earlier, form follows function. Does it apply to the interior as well?
It also applies to the interior here, as we have seen. The beautiful interior appointments on this car include AMG Sport seats, AMG steering wheel, including shift pedals, as well as aluminum decors in the interior. And all three cars are also equipped with Mercedes Me Connect, the feature that we recently launched. And it's a communication model which allows our customers to stay in touch with their cars from anywhere else in the world. And it also allows our customers to obtain assistance at the touch of a button.
Right.
But it's not only about Mercedes Me Connect. These cars are also equipped with MBUX, Mercedes-Benz User Experience, which is actually right now the most acclaimed interaction between car and driver, I think, anywhere in the world. And the Mercedes-Benz User Experience here is also enhanced by specific AMG features, which makes it even more attractive.
Well, I definitely see a combination of beauty, brains, and brawn with these three.
Yes, definitely. I would totally agree. And this is our aim, to win new target groups over to Mercedes AMG. It is important for us to create a close emotional link between the car and the driver, which means also intuitive communication without any misunderstanding. And with this, it gives also our customers more room for individuality.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Michael. Now, the most important question would be, what is the price of these three beautiful beasts?
Yes, of course. I'm more than happy to share the pricing. It starts with the AMG A35 Edition 1, which is priced at 379,888, while the Mercedes AMG 45S 4MATIC Edition 1 is priced at 459,888, and the Mercedes AMG CLA 45S Coupe is priced at 448,888 Malaysian ringgit.
That's interesting.
And I'm very convinced once the customers have taken test drive on any of these three cars, they will immediately go forward with a booking.
They cannot say no to that. So to customize your new ride, head on to mercedesbenz.com.my. And for those of you who have just joined us, if you have any additional questions, go ahead and post them in the comment box. And in the next Q&A segment, we'll select a few to answer. For now, we're going to take a short break with this closing video. Check it out. There you have it. Our newcomers definitely offer more of everything. More power, more driving performance, and of course, more driving fun. Before we end, we've selected a few questions from our viewers today. So let's check it out. I think the first question we could take is probably, how would you see the recovery post-MCO for Mercedes-Benz Malaysia?
That's a question for my boss.
Yeah, great. Thank you for the question. Well, recovery for us is, I think, in two stages and in two pillars, I would phrase it. One is basically safeguarding the health and the safety of our customers and our staff in our operations. So as we talked before, we implemented quite a number of SOPs in that area, which we call the Mercedes-Benz Star Shield, in order also to implement and cater for the safety of our customers there. This is, I think, very much important. The other thing is that we are basically going forward in driving our best customer experience strategy, coming from a pure physical retail organization in the past to a seamless online to offline offering of touch points, of interactions with our customers, and we are going forward for this. And very much important in this area is in this times are the digital touch points we are implementing.
Brilliant. Okay. The next question. Will we see more than one variant of the CLA model launched in Malaysia? Maybe
okay, this is a question for me. For the time being, we plan to focus on the CLA 45S AMG only. And typically, we don't talk about our future product plans.
Okay. This is a good question. Why is the A40?
The AMG CLA 45S retains the normal, I would say, a more elegant look. Ultimately, the Edition 1 package makes the price difference.
Yeah, brilliant. Hope that answers your question. Let's see. Will Mercedes-Benz launch an online sales platform?
Well, maybe I take this one. Right? We are offering a number of very various portfolio of online devices and online touchpoints already. And as you can see, basically from configuring a car in a car configurator to booking a test drive, getting in touch with our staff.
Drive from the comfort of our home.
Michael?
Yes, I'm happy to answer that question. Yes, of course. And that was not even in this phase now, even before we had all COVID challenges. But obviously now going forward, that offer by our dealer partners is even more relevant. And yes, it's our customers not only have the possibility to book their test drive online on our Mercedes-Benz Malaysia webpage, they can also start the test drive from the comfort of their home. So yes, that service is available and will remain available.
Brilliant. For those of you who have posted your questions but have not gotten them answered, our digital team will do their best to respond to as many as they can. So thank you so much for bearing with us. So to summarize everything up, to book a test drive and to customize your new ride, go to mercedes-benz.com.my. And with that, we conclude the show. Thank you so much, Dr. Weidner, Michael, and to each and every single one of you for tuning in today. If you're sharing your favorite parts of this digital web launch experience, go ahead and tag us at Mercedes-Benz Malaysia so that we can keep track of your posts and show you some love. Here's to moving towards being together again, one step at a time. Take care and stay safe.